Hi everyone and welcome to Diamonds and Dragonflies. My name is Heather and I am here today with the first post review for an Ever After diamond painting kit. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you found me. I don't know if you clicked on this video because of Ever After. I don't know if you clicked on this video because you heard of Diamonds and Dragonflies. Whatever led you to me, I'm so glad and grateful that you are here. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I truly appreciate your continued support. So guys, like I said, today I am here with the first post review, for me anyway, of an Ever After diamond painting kit. Ever After Diamond Painting is a company that opened in April of 2025. April 11th to be exact was their first release of kits. And I was fortunate enough to be asked to do sneak peeks for this company. And this here is actually my first sneak peek that I ever did for Ever After. And it's just poetic justice that it ends up being my first completion, because I have started quite a few more since then. So without further ado, I'm going to pause for a moment and I'm going to flip over this canvas and I'm going to share with you the completion of BOVINITY. There she is, guys. Look at her. Isn't she absolutely gorgeous? This kit was such a joy to work on, guys. It was amazing. This company has knocked it out of the park with the most fabulous premium diamond painting experience that you can get. From the silk flocking canvas to the amazing square resin drills to the tight, perfectly filled drill field to the shininess of their ABs. I can't say anything negative about this company. Nothing. The only thing I could come up with is gonna be some extras that maybe they could have done. But I'm also going to talk about how far this company has come just since April, with some changes that they have made already. So, but even without those changes, this kit was perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'm going to grab my Bible, as I call it here, my logbook, and let's flip open and let's take a look at the stats for this kit. So this is my 30th finish of 2025, my 96th finish since I started keeping track in January of 2024. This is BOVINITY, from the artist is Jerry LOFARO, and the company is Ever After Diamond Painting Company. This is a legally licensed artwork, and Jerry LOFARO has not only given permission for his artwork to be turned into a diamond painting, but is also being fairly compensated for it. The only event that I did for this kit was DP Bingo 2025. I unboxed this, fell in love with it, and just wanted to get started. It is a 45 by 56 centimeter kit with 65 colors, and it is a square. I started this on April 7th, 2025. I did the first square for my sneak peek, then it sat for a little while, and I finished it today, the day I am filming, June 22nd, 2025. It came with 5 specialty drills, 3 ABs. If you do not know what AB stands for, that is Aurora Borealis. It is an iridescent coating that is put over top of the drills to give it extra sparkle. And then it came with 2 Forever Dust. Forever Dust is a fine mica powder that they brush across the tops of the drills that gives it a shimmer effect. So it came with 3 ABs, 550, my favorite, that is my absolute favorite DMC, and I love 550 ABs. 742 AB, which was a beautiful orange, and 5200 AB, which is a snow white. The dust drills were 209 and 554, both shades of purple, so you can imagine where they are at, down in the lilacs, of course. So let me move this out of the way. What did I think of this kit? Guys, this kit was fantastic. I literally have 0 complaints about this kit. Let's talk about drills. So I kitted this up into my Elizabeth Ward container. It took a whole one, plus then I had 3 that were in bigger containers. As you can see from the looking in here, let me zoom in. Guys, I have tons of leftover drills. tons and tons and tons. I will be saving these drills. Look for a video coming out later this week, which will be my kit down of this kit, where I'm going to set up and establish how I am going to store my ever after drills. But there are tons of them, guys. Look at how many of these ABs I have left. So this is the 550 AB, which I absolutely love. Here's the 5200 one. And then we have the orange AB, the 742. And then we had two dust drills. Here is the 208, right? 554, sorry. And where is the Oh, here it is. And here is the 209. So we had a light and a medium lilac kind of color to go with our dark purple, orange, and white ABs. Tons and tons left. Make sure that you, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and then you can hit the bell to be notified for when I put up new videos. That way you won't miss the kit down and see how I am going to be storing my ever after diamond painting drills. All right, let's talk about these drills on the canvas. All right, as you can see, the 5200 was all up in here in the clouds. Look at how sparkly and shiny those drills are. There was some in the top of the cow. I love how this was heart-shaped. We've got some down here in its back, then in its nose as well, and then in its belly. So our 550 AB is all down here in the lilacs, which is where you would expect to see them. So we've got the dark purple here. You've got as well the fairy or the forever dust. Here is, let me get this over here. Here is the light fairy dust. That's the 554. And then in here is the 209. And you can see the 209 forever dust. I absolutely love it. The 742 AB was only found in the butterfly that is sitting on his nose. I love all the little details. We've got the bird that's up here on his forehead. We've got the butterfly, or her forehead, sorry. We've got the butterfly sitting on her nose. I love all of the massive amounts of color down here in the lilacs. It is just absolutely breathtaking. This was a mixture of color blocking and confetti. Up here in the sky, of course, you can see large amounts of color blocking that was in, but it was broken up into chunks. There was quite a bit of color blocking in the cow himself, but then we've got lots of confetti in the bird. We've got confetti in the butterfly, and then we come down and we have all this confetti in the greenery and the lilacs, which does so much to give definition and clarity on the flowers down here. Now, the only thing that I could come up with that I would have changed is I think it would have been nice if this light green here would have been a fairy dust or a forever dust. I think that would have added just a little bit of shimmer to the greenery and would have just given it that little extra something and stuff in the greenery. But that's the only thing that I would have changed or added, other than one more thing. I wish that this darker orange that they put here in the butterfly, that they would have made that a forever dust. I think that would have helped complement the ABs that were put in here. Maybe even adding a little bit up here in the bird as well. Just a little bit, not a whole lot. Guys, this kit was just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Let's take a look at the trash drills, or I should say the very minimal trash drills. So I used my Just Breathe Yellow Dog tray from WendyK Designs. And this is it, guys. This whole kit, and this is it. And I can tell you right now that not all of this was actual trash. Some of this were hitchhikers. If you don't know what a hitchhiker is, that's when a random drill color shows up in a different DMC pouch. We call it hitchhiking, that they were trying to get out of the factory, so they just jumped into the nearest drill color they could find. So quite a few of these are there. The biggest, I guess you could say, what I had the most of is when the drills are stuck together and they were not separated. There were quite a few of those. But otherwise, just a few here with little tabs, etc. I am super picky when it comes to trash. So any little thing, nope, gone out of there. As you can see from the amount of drills I had left over, it was not a problem. But a lot of you might have used some of the drills that were in there. The other items that I used in this kit, I'm pulling them all out of my project bag. This is my project bag from Wolfgazer Studios. I do have a discount code with them, and their link is listed down below. I do for most of these companies. I don't for Yellow Dog. These were the release papers. I actually took the plastic cover off and covered the kit with these release papers from Bee's Crafty Corner. And I used this cover minder just to have nearby. This is from Galloway's Gallery. For my ABs, I used my lily pad from Tracy's DP World. How this works is that this is a little sponge that you wet and then sit in here, and you dab your placer in there before putting it on your ABs, and it makes it not stick to the putty. This was the actual container that I used for my trash. This was from WendyK Designs. She made this and sent this to me, this little trash, resin trash minder. The wax I used in my single placer was from Enchanted Succulents, and it's lovely lilac. This stuff was great, guys. It did not leave any type of residue on top of my diamond painting. A lot of times with wax, the first few drills that you hit or whatever, there'll be some residue, not with the Enchanted Succulents. And it lasts forever. I had to do very minimal changing of fresh wax during this kit. This was the washi tape that I had around the border. This is from Simply Gilded. This did not really hold up well. It kept coming off. It wasn't sticking fast. I wasn't a really big, huge fan. It's really pretty, and that's why I picked it to go with this kit, but was not very functional. I spent more time fidgeting and fussing with it than I did it staying on and serving its purpose. The pen I chose was a beautiful blue, pink, and purple pen with the flower blooms in it. This is from Enabler's Outpost, and I had my single and 6-place multi-placer from Diamond Art Club in the pen. And then last but not least, this is my putty holder from Creations Morin. I have a discount code for them as well. And I used in here, oops, I think it's Raspberry Lemonade. Where is my putty pack? Well, I must have dropped that somewhere. Oh, nope, there it is. I got it. Yeah, Raspberry Lemonade from Creations Morin. So it's a Creations Morin tray, putty holder, and then Creations Morin putty. This one got a little warm, so it kind of spread out a little bit, but it still worked perfectly. No complaints with that. So I am going to do a pan over of this kit for you guys so you can see it in all of its beautiful glory and take a really good close look at it. One of the last things I want to do is I want to show you how good this drill field is. So give me 1 second. I'm going to turn off all the lights and turn on my light pad, and let's see just how much shines through. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Okay, so it is still daylight here, so there is some light coming through the window, but I think we'll still be able to see what I am talking about. So I am going to turn on my light pad. We are looking to see if there is a lot of light coming through, which would result in gapping. Yeah, no. The only thing that you're seeing, especially, it's more prevalent down in here, is that you are not seeing light shine through. You do see a little bit of it up here because it's shining through and emphasizing the white in here, but you can look and see that you don't see any of that in the blue. In the sky, you don't see any of it in the black and the cow, and you're not seeing it down below in the lilacs. All right, guys, I will be right back. I'm going to turn the lights back on. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me today. Please make sure that you stick around until after I get done talking, because that's when I'm going to have the pan over so that you can see the entire kit, and I will up close and personal, and I will also be ending with a full image on the screen of the completion. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you are not already a subscriber and you want to see the kit down of this and see what other kits from Ever After, Diamond Art Club, the one with the diamond art, all the small shops, please stick around and hit that subscribe button. It is one of the things in life that is still 100% free. And make sure you hit the bell to be notified for when I put up new videos. Until the next time, guys, please always remember that kindness is free, and that without the dark, we'd never get to see the stars. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.